Hi guys. I wanted to focus a bit on something that I've been seeing happening over these social media streets. It started with the whole the baby Danny Lay thing, where you know, she was basically evicted from their apartment or condo, in the winter, and everyone, a lot of women started making fun of her. But I know something, and this is going to be the theme of this. These are boss women, right? And a lot of men, try to think that these women can be shamed or humbled or that, but they're in their prime. And a lot of people will make mistakes in feeling sorry for them, because the fact of the matter is, they call them simps. There are millions of simps, and maybe 1,000 or 2,000 wealthy ones who would gladly take these women at any point in time. So let's get to something. So, Brittany, Brittany Renner, she has come
guys about girls like me, so tell me about girls like me.
So she has come to the fore, because, of course, PJ Washington, this rookie basketball player, meets this beautiful woman, and, everyone says she finessed him, and now, has a baby, and now he has to pay child support. And, this all comes from the fact that she's extremely attractive. I mean, they say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, and you'll always have, maybe 10% of men who say no, she's not attractive, but you have a lot of men who say that she's attractive, and I would say she's extremely attractive, and she is attractive not only to broke men, but she's attractive to men of means. And something I saw, and I wanted to just play this clip of Myron from Fresh and Fit, saying something which I thought was quite irrational, and her confronting him. So let's watch it a bit.
That you warned guys about girls like me, so tell me about girls like me. Humor me.
In general,
don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here that you did say that you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
You're not special. You're like other girls.
I'm not special.
You're like other women that are.
So what makes you special then?
I never said I was.
What do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel? I mean, everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does it make you feel? Because if I say you're a big ass nigga, that does something for me, right? If I insult you, or if I tell you you're not special, you're forgettable, what does that do for me? No, but that doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying. What if I call you, if I just say that, again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup. The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it. Right? That's how I feel. Right. But so.
Now, my thing is this. Myron, he was pretty, he's pretty strong in his studio. And I have nothing against these guys. I see these two young black guys, and they're definitely trying to build their brand and their clout and their business. I have no problem with it. I mean, I like to see when young people try to, build their stuff and build themselves up. They're doing the right things in terms of business wise, but I think the activities of the business is questionable, because the fact of the matter is, when he's in his studio, he tells women things that are opinions and, passes them off as fact. This is just nonsensical, because these women, a lot of them, they're in their prime. And, when I look at Brittany Renner, him telling her that there's nothing special about her, what kind of nonsense is this? Of course there's something special about her. She got an NBA player in a very, she had a baby with an NBA player. An NBA player, thought that she was that special that he would, go raw and end up with a child. So don't tell her that she's not like that. This is, you young people say it's cap. This is nonsense. Like this is just complete nonsense. And the thing is, everyone is strong in their studio when they can, throw someone out, or if they're online, they can put the mute button on, or they can just, kick them out of the studio by clicking X. But the thing about it is that when they are neutral ground, you know what it is? It's alpha versus alpha, and Brittany is an alpha, and she's an alpha female in the sense that, she is desired by alpha males, and it's something that a lot of guys try to humble these women. You can't humble her. She knows her worth. These women walk around every day, and guys are constantly trying to get her. She knows her worth, and you can't tell her what her worth is. And the next thing about this is that, and I don't understand how you turn to women as if you are some authority on anything. I mean, women are brilliant. They're brilliant women. I mean, I wish a lot of young guys would have learned about Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher ran a country, run Britain, and she led it through the Cold War. She was a great friend to President Reagan and Prime Minister Trudeau. I mean, you have to understand that, this type of chauvinistic stuff is nonsensical. It's absolutely nonsensical. As a matter of fact, I would, if I'm not mistaken, the person who runs YouTube is a woman. And so, one of these things I'd like a lot of people to stop doing is stop being chauvinistic. Women and men, from the same family have relatively similar IQs, and they can rationalize things. They may focus on different things. Some may focus more, they talk about left side brain, right side brains. It may be that, some may be more into the arts and to the languages and the linguistic. That's what they may be in. Well, some may focus on STEM. But let's stop this chauvinistic nonsense. I mean, once Brittany sat down, I think it was DJ Akademiks studio, she sat down, she immediately established herself as the alpha. And what we saw was a man shrink into being a beta. And that's because the fact of the matter is that sometimes a beta is strong in his own little layer. But in a neutral ground, you'll see who the real alpha is. And Brittany knows her worth. You won't shortchange her. She knows her worth. And anyone who thinks that they can shame her into thinking that she's anything less than she knows her own, than she knows, she'll tell you. And I respect women like that, because the fact of the matter is that we honestly, alphas and betas don't benefit by putting down women. And I can't understand why we have this culture that consistently tries to humble women. It's almost like we want to humble women to the point that they'll accept us. That doesn't make any sense. You raise your standards, and when you raise your standards high enough, like that, as I said, getting the woman becomes the byproduct of just raising your standards, leveling up, and becoming your own alpha or beta or whatever it is. Although, as I said, alphas are a very high bar. I tell people what you want to be is a great beta, because an alpha is Jeff Bezos, an alpha is Mark Zuckerberg. Those are guys who are captains of industry who employ over 100,000 people. That's an alpha in my mind. Most people won't get there, but I just wanted us to look at this and understand that we can't browbeat women into thinking that they're less than their worth. Everyone knows this, that there is a vast number of alphas who will gladly take Brittany, even as a single mother, with her child, and they'll wife her up, man, and they'll give her the life of luxury. But my impression is that she does not want that, because not every woman wants to be in that situation where she feels controlled by a man, and I agree with that. But my advice to Brittany would be this: is that the clock is ticking on how good you look over time. And I looked at it, she's approaching 30. I would say to her, in 5 years, please settle down. That's just my advice to her. And to Myron from Fresh and Fit, you guys are doing well. I am a subscriber, and I like to watch your podcast. I think there's some enlightening things that come out of it. But my advice is, you can't have a platform that is made to humble women. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think you and Fresh can think about this platform in what direction you can turn it, because honestly, this game of doing this, it's not serving you guys well, and it doesn't serve our culture well. Thanks, guys.